Yeah, first, thanks for you guys coming out. I thought, for the most part, defensively we were good the whole night. Offensively was not so good in the first half, but much better in the second half. Much more crisp. Our ball movement was better. Appreciate the crowd coming out. Maybe our best crowd of the year so far. So hopefully we can keep building momentum and growing that a little bit.
So in the second quarter, you guys scored 6 points. Then you come flying out there in the third, scored 11 in like a couple 2 to 3 minutes probably. I don't have the exact numbers on that. What were some of the adjustments that you guys made at halftime?
Yeah, we'll start with the first half. Is we weren't high enough and wide enough. Houston is going to pressure you and try to cause turnovers. And you know the things we'd worked on all week, we just had to be high and wide, and then that gives us more room to back cut. And for for whatever reason, maybe their pressure, I don't know, but we weren't doing that, so we didn't get any of that. Then you saw in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, I think we hit them on 4 or 5 back cuts. Then we also got 4 or 5 dump offs, and in theory that's what should have been happening in the second quarter too.
And then Kaya Foster, the freshman there, I believe this is the most minutes she's played in a game here. She was used a lot today. What was kind of the mindset with using her a lot in today's game?
Yeah, Kaya's a good player. She'd been hurt for almost a month, and that's why she wasn't playing. So Kaya's a good player. She'll continue to get better. She's only been practicing about 10 days, so hopefully she continues to improve.
And then Boise State, I mean, that's coming up here in 4 or 5 days. What is your message to Lobo Nation about, maybe matching this crowd or leaving it a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, conference season starts, and we're getting probably 2 of the top 3 teams in week 1. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've talked about it a couple of times, but it seems like when you've got, somebody gets in foul trouble or this team, when you have a little bit of problems with that, somebody steps up tonight. It was Jesse. What did you say over tonight?
Jesse was great tonight. Jesse's been good. It just kind of how it was falling. She didn't get in the last couple games. Clarissa gets hurt, and she was ready to go. And we talk about it all the time. When your time comes, you can't get ready. You got to be ready, and Jesse's done a good job of staying ready, and she played well tonight.
Some more lineup questions. Obviously, a lot of different rotations tonight. I mean, obviously it works. I mean, you dominated them in the paint using, the size advantage. Can you just talk about what you liked out of the different rotations?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing, about 10 every night. I think we got 10 in double-figure minutes tonight, and nobody played over 22 or 23. We've got it. And the situation tonight allowed us to play all those people, and we needed them because the game, it was choppy at times, but it was still high pressure and going up and down. And I think playing all those people, I think maybe in the second half we wore them down a little bit.
So you finish your non-conference season 8-3, 2 back-to-back wins against the Big 12 tonight, obviously pretty convincing. Can you just talk about your evaluation of where your team is at heading into conference?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting better every week, and I think we've continued to improve. If you look, the only game that might have been in question, I think we probably could have or should have beaten Cincinnati, but we didn't. But we played 5 Big 12 teams. We get a couple of wins. We've won 2 in a row. We got 1 on the road. I like where we're at, and we're gonna get tested early here.
And then on Boise, I mean, you've spoken on them a little bit. I mean, they're a team that's given you trouble in the past. I don't know how much scouting you've done on them this year, but kind of what do you know about this year's Boise team?
Not much yet. I'll know by tomorrow afternoon. I'll be able to tell you a lot about them. I know that they're big. They return everybody. So they'll be experienced.
Any questions for Coach? Great, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks,
Coach.
guys. Appreciate it.